Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Jamil from UiTM Cawangan Melaka Kampus Alor Gajah. So for today, I will give a presentation on my topic that I choose for this conference, which is comparative analysis of visual elements for e-commerce websites in Malaysia, a case study of Shopee and Lazada. There are 5 chapters to be covered in this presentation. The first one is introduction, the second one is literature review, the third one is methodology, the fourth one is findings, and the last one is conclusion. And I also include the reference in this presentation. Nowadays, people receive a better solution to simplify their tasks and get relaxed by finish off their daily jobs with a single click of mouse. People in today's world have shifted from offline to online for the obvious benefit of convenience and comfort. Moreover, the upcoming trends show a significant increase in online shopping of daily consumables, books, apparels, gadgets, and everything else that a person can wish for offline. People are more concerned with how an online store feels and works than with how it looks. However, design plays an important role in this. Consider how difficult or simple it is to navigate a store. The visual elements are critical in ensuring an effective and positive experience for customers who visit the site. E-commerce website should be visually appealing while also providing a user-friendly shopping experience. Okay, we move to the next chapter, literature review. Malaysian e-commerce has grown dramatically in recent years since the inception of pioneer marketplaces such as Shopee and Lazada. Statistic reports in July 2022, as one of the second quarter of 2021, Shopee led the Malaysian e-commerce market as the most clicked e-commerce site in the country, followed by Lazada and Digimall. With around 54 million clicks, Shopee was the leading online shopping platform in not only Malaysia but also across Southeast Asia. However, there are few ways in which e-commerce stores have fallen short of their physical counterparts. The right visual elements can help bridge the gap between a physical product and its online representation. Different types of images, visuals, and interactive content can recreate the in-person shopping experience for the customers. Okay, visual elements for e-commerce interface design. So user interface design is a subset of the human-computer interaction field of study, and it is the part of a computer and its software that people can see, hear, touch, talk to, or otherwise understand or direct. Visual elements are important in visual design and require graphic treatment when it comes to interface design. According to Kurosu and Kashimura's research, people believe that more aesthetically pleasing designs are easier to use than less aesthetically pleasing designs, whether they are. The basic design of an e-commerce website does not differ that much from the way we design websites in general, since the layout of most web page consists of the same kind of building blocks, such as title or logo, navigation, and content. It can quickly transmit messages and communicate effectively by using visual elements such as colors, typography, and images. According to Beard and George, users are pleased with the design but drawn to the content. Aesthetics is the study of beauty and how it is perceived, felt, and judged. Emotions towards design in general are very important to consider because experience is all about feeling. Experience is not to be designed, rather, design is done to create an experience from the user. So we go with methodology. In this study, comparative analysis was used to understand the most prominent visual element used in e-commerce websites. Comparative case studies entail analyzing and synthesizing similarities, differences, and patterns between two or more cases that share a common focus or goal. Lazada and Shopee are the e-commerce websites that are used as case study for this research. The selection of the websites is based on top websites ranking for e-commerce and shopping in Malaysia. E-commerce reviews from various websites are taken into consideration in the research. Both the chosen e-commerce websites are described in the table. So we can see that there are various features that are represented in the table for Shopee and Lazada. So for this methodology, we also provide visual elements for analysis criteria. The literature review related to visual elements are analyzed in order to identify the criteria for comparative analysis between the websites. Each criterion can be decomposed into sub-criteria for analysis as shown in this table. So there are 5 criteria that have been selected from different literature reviews. The first one is visual identity. The second one is color. The third one is layout. The fourth one is typography. And the last one is image graphics. So the sub-criteria for visual identity is look and feel, and also the cultural reference. The sub-criteria for color is color scheme and color psychology and meaning. The sub-criteria for layout is screen, space, and composition. And the other sub-criteria for typography is type selection, legibility, readability, minimum size, and hierarchies. And the last one, the sub-criteria for image and graphics is the signs, icons, symbols, and photo images. Okay, in finding section, we have analyzed 4 different visual elements. The first one is visual identity, the second one is color, the third one is about the layout and typography, and the last one is about the image and graphics. So we look on the first visual elements, the visual identity. So I will explain about the definitions of visual identity. Visual identity is a collection of visual elements that serve to represent and differentiate a brand. More specifically, it refers to any visible components such as a logo or brand colors that help customers identify a brand. Shopee's logo is another brand building approach. The logo serves as the company visual identity. The logo of Shopee is a shopping bag, indicating that it is an online shopping application. Orange may offer enthusiasm, appeal, and delight for customers, so they will recognize the Shopee brand. Meanwhile, Lazada has changed its logo with a new campaign called Go Where Your Heart Beats. According to Lazada, the new logo should have a more youthful, energetic, and dynamic look and feel. Obviously, this is aiming the digital generation, and if you look closely, the heart shape is made out of a large L-letter block with a new color palette that represents the so-called vibrancy of shopping. Therefore, the use of eye-catching branding on the website and app makes the brand highly visible and recognizable. According to WOS, a brand can be successfully communicated by attaching a brand logo to a variety of channels such as promotional materials, packaging, and advertisement, prompting companies to pay more attention to their logo designs and the design of their other visual brand elements. We move to another visual element, which is color. As for the color palette of the Shopee, it uses a bright and intense shade of orange and accompanies it with delicate white details. The combination of orange and white stands for energy and passion, growth and movement, with a touch of loyalty and reliability. Thus, the interface design of this website prominently applies white color to enhance more space and to emphasize the product it sells. However, it incorporates orange color in certain elements such as menu, header, ads, and buttons to create contrast in the page. Meanwhile, Lazada, on the other hand, used blue, pink, and intense shade of orange in combination for its logo. Unfortunately, the website does not fully utilize the brand color. The interface design of this website prominently applies white color to enhance more space and to emphasize the product itself. Plus, Lazada used the whole top navigation bar with a white background instead of the original blue, which makes the page harder to read since the content is not divided visually. Everything is just white and gray with a small touch of orange. Thus, it incorporates very minimal use of orange and blue color. Only in certain elements such as text and menu, the readability of a page is very important, and the new Lazada homepage is difficult to read. Furthermore, with the color choices, it appears to be like browsing Shopee at a first glance. The homepage should have a design that matches the logo and corresponds with a specific brand style, such as clean, modern, bold, or formal. When it comes to first impressions, the homepage design is frequently more important than anything else. A user will look at the visuals before reading any message. However, Lazada plays with colors on several banners in other pages to highlight the promotional items. The third visual element is layout, and I combine with the typography because it works together as well. So layout is a critical design element because it influences how the user perceives the page visually. The layout is evaluated using grids and space. Layout and composition are the grid of design in many ways. Many grids have been used in the layout of Shopee and Lazada by using card components to organize the content structure. From the margins on the side to the content in between makes the layout look structured and easier to navigate. Both Shopee and Lazada have utilized minimalist layout due to minimal usage of color and visual elements are kept to the minimum, but the sans serif typeface choices with small size has reduced the legibility and the readability of the tag used on product details, especially when the typeface color is gray. However, it used bold and larger sans serif typeface to emphasize the product name, price, and other important information such as promotion or sales. Moreover, Lazada layout is much more organized and user-friendly compared to Shopee in terms of the composition in which lead to user navigation fluidity. Shopee also uses grids to organize content, but unnecessarily it has too many promotion ads in different grids of the layout, so it may disrupt the user navigation process and lead to customer frustration. In comparison to Lazada, it only shows promotion on its banner. And the last visual element is image and graphic. In this study, both e-commerce websites use images and graphics as the dominant visual elements in the application to highlight the details of each products they sell. Shopee, for example, used variety graphic elements such as icons and color schemes to present the listed products category, promotion, and sales in an intuitive visual manner. Lazada and Shopee have used versatile menu with images that leads to convenient filter system which enable customers to sort product by price range, rating, color, quantity, and many more. Tempting and high-quality images will boost excitement and hunger, and a well-matched color combination in the visual will grab users' attention. As the conclusion, the purpose of this research was to compare visual elements from the different e-commerce available in Malaysia. This study narrows down the visual elements from various literature and uses them as the foundation for conducting visual analysis on website. Lazada are the best examples of how to integrate visual identity in websites among both websites that have been reviewed and analyzed. While color preference is subjective, Shopee bring its brand identity, orange color into the layout, especially on the certain part of the websites such as header, promotional ads, and button. Meanwhile, Lazada plays with color on several banners in other pages to highlight the promotional items. On the other hand, text should be kept to a minimum and replaced with graphic and images whenever possible. However, including too many graphic elements on a single screen could cause visual clutter. Both websites use large font size to emphasize promotion and deals, and menu categories use bold font to emphasize the content hierarchy. This study is solely based on the author's perspective and experience with both websites. In future, more extensive research will be required. Thank you.